All right, guys, so we're back with the third actually, this is the third video and the last one that we're gonna have building this project. So we're gonna start by basically taking a look at this page. This is the second page, so click here, we'll be taken to the first one. Click here, we'll be taken to the second one, which has this image, cool image. I love this image, very inspirational. So we have here, let's go back to, we have this link. Let's go back to our code. Let's take a look at that. And actually, you see that why are they together though? Why are they kind of in the same line here with the image? That's kind of strange. There's actually an explanation to that. An image tag is actually an inline level tag, an inline level element. What that means is we can actually talk more about that once we get into CSS and start styling stuff, okay? An inline thing is basically, it's not going to take all the space of the page, like all the line. Yeah, it's not going to take all the line. It's going to allow other elements to start from where it ends. Does that make sense? So as you can see here, if we take a look at this image, we have this image, but this image doesn't occupy the whole thing. Yeah, so it basically stops here. Where it stops, it allows other elements to start from there and continue. Does that make sense? So this is what we're going to be doing, guys. We want these actually not to just be together with this in the same line, because these are basically in the same line. If we were to apply some style here, you guys will be able to see that it's actually in the same line, okay? So let's actually go back. And actually in the next session, we're going to be talking about, you know, web developer development tools. You know, we're going to be talking about, you know, the how to use, you know, these inspect elements and start seeing how different things are displayed on, you know, just using these because it's actually very helpful for developers. So yeah, so we're going to be taking a look at this, guys. Just make sure you guys, as you can see, our code is here, everything that we've written is here. So we're gonna be kind of exploring this, and just make sure you guys watch the next videos because it's gonna be fire. Yeah. So we want to separate this, we want to segregate them. Nice word. So what, you know, very easy, very simple HTML. Just come here and say, we're just gonna type, whoa, what are you doing? Okay, we're just gonna say BR and close that, refresh. Now we should be able to see something a little different, and there you go. Okay, so the BR is basically like a line divider, because it makes something jumps just one line and then it goes to the next. Okay, so that's basically what it's doing. BR, and that's the BR tag. Okay, self-closing tag. Okay, and we need some text here at the bottom, so let's just go back and put some text. And the way we do that is by come here and a lot of ends. Say here P. Actually, let's start styling this right away, and let's put some font size, and let's give the font size of 20 pixels, just like the others. And we're gonna basically close this P tag, and we're gonna do that by doing this. And inside this, we're just gonna say something like Lauren, hit tab, boom, there you go. We should be able to see something cool now. And there you go. And here is our final project. Okay, so it doesn't look really the same because I was not kind of looking at the code and everything. I was really doing this from the top of my head, kind of. And then you guys can go ahead and build whatever you want. I mean, this is what we do. If you want to learn something, then you have to do it yourself. So just go ahead and let's kind of take some of these things out because it's just too much. Save. Go back, boom, and then okay, still can't see a difference. Okay, so we're not done yet. Sorry guys, we are not done yet. We need to put this in the middle. So how do we do that? How do we centralize this image? That's actually pretty simple. Well, not that simple, but pretty simple. So we talked about nesting tags. So if you take a look here, look at what we've done with this H1 tag. We've actually managed to put this in the middle of the page, right? By using this text align center. Now, these tags here, like A tag, P tag, IMG tag, and whatever tag that you have, you can actually nest these tags. So what we can do is we can actually use this styling here, this text align center. We can use this. What was I about to say? Yeah, we can use this this h1 tag, but the text inside this h1 we can actually not put a text in there, but rather an image. And if we use this text align, then we can actually make the image center. Like whatever it is in the middle here, whatever it is going to be inside this h1 tag is going to be centralized, because we've styled this h1 tag. We've set this text align attribute to center. Okay, I think that's making sense. Maybe I'm going to show you guys by actually doing it. Okay, so we have this image tag. Now we're going to wrap this image tag with this h1 tag. And this h1 tag, we're going to style it and say text align and say center. Does that make sense? So what we've done here is basically taking this h1 and, oh, actually it's not done yet. We need to, where's that? It ends here. We need to close the h1 that we just created. Okay, so what's gonna happen? Actually, let's use h4. Yeah, let's do h4 instead of h1, because h1 is way too big. Save this. No, what's happened here is actually we've wrapped this image tag. The image tag is still here, as you guys can see. It ends here, but we've wrapped this image tag with this h4 tag, just so we could use this style attribute to actually set this property on this CSS property text align to center. Does that make sense? So this is actually what we've done. Now we've saved this. If we go back to our image, to our web page, and if we refresh the page, now look at what's going to happen. This is actually going to be in the middle. So what we've done is we've taken a CSS property, that's meant for text, for text, and we've actually used it to format an image. So this is how powerful these things can be. Like, you can actually start nesting things, you can actually start building things and actually making things look cool just by using these simple things like using your HTML. Of course, doing this is not something that you want to do. As you can see, it looks very messy. Like, you can't even read this the proper way. I mean, you have to kind of follow everything in order to be able to comprehend this whole thing. But if you're just starting out, this is what you're going to be building, right? So yeah, I really recommend you guys kind of messing with these things. It's really just going nuts with these things and building something, use your own image. See how big it is, trying to make it smaller, trying to make it bigger, use different CSS properties. You can actually look them up and just try to insert them here and see how that plays out. So that's actually very, very important, guys. If you are not practicing, if you're not, doing it yourself, then it's going to be really, really hard for you to learn. This is how I learn things, honestly. Of course, I still make mistakes. Of course, I still say things that sometimes I regret, like, why did I say that? But the cool thing is that I'm learning. If I'm just trying things like this is actually something that I learned today. I didn't even know this. I started learning HTML like 2 months ago, but I learned this today. Like, how cool is that? We are constantly learning, guys. So we have to be open-minded about these things. That's what I think, right? Whew. Talk too much. So let's just do something here. Let's actually do the same thing for this what is that? For this anchor tag. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is put it in H3, and we are going to also style it. I'm using uppercase here, sorry. I'm going to style it and set some color. I'm gonna say green, because that's the green that we have there, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. And okay, so we need to take this tag and put in the middle of this. Just what we did here up above. We're gonna basically wrap this anchor tag with this h3 tag. So we save that. Let's go back, refresh. Ooh, now we've messed it up. What the hell happened? Yeah, because of the No, something happened here. Let's actually take a look and see what we've done wrong. See HTML. This is what we do, guys. So it's a lot of mistakes that we're gonna be making. Just be aware of that, okay? Okay, this green. What's wrong here? I think semicolons, maybe. I don't think that's the problem. Just take a look and see. Oh no, that's that's not what I did. Okay, yeah, that's not it, guys. Sorry. This is actually, we have to do this inside because we are trying to style this text here. So we have to do it inside here, okay? Inside, I mean, we have to, the h3 tag has to be inside the link. Okay, so that's what we have to do. Man, this is what doing this is all about. Just messing up and seeing, you know, the mistakes that you're gonna make, and then just coming back and correcting yourself and stuff like that. So here we're gonna say style, and we're gonna say color, and set it to green. Set it to green. Yeah. The good thing is that you have to be able to spot your mistakes once you make them. I think that's cool. Yeah. Now we can see the text is green, and we're up and running. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Now, as you guys can see, like there's some spaces here. Let's actually remove that BR that we put here. What is that? Okay, let's just get rid of this guy. We don't need it because it's creating like too much space now. Because why do we have to remove that? Now, this is what happened here. We talked about you know, how, for instance, I'm just gonna, you know, finish here. We talked about the image being an inline level element, or inline level tag. Inline level tags, they allow other elements to be in the same line, you know. So if, for instance, if this image starts here, and if there is more space for the next tag to take, then it's going to allow the next tag to take that space. Then we remove the BR tag, which was the tag that allowed us to remove this, because this was here, right? Remember, guys, this was here. So we put the BR back in our code and removed this link to here to the bottom. We removed it. So we put the BR tag to remove this link to the bottom. Now we've removed the BR, but the text is still here. This link is still here. Why is that? Because we've wrapped this whole thing. Now we've wrapped this image with the h4 tag. Now the h4 tag is not an inline tag. This is a block level tag. Okay, this is a block level tag. Now a good example of that is here. You know, when we set the background color, as you can see, it takes up all this space. So it's occupying all this space here. Okay, it doesn't want other elements to be here. Okay, basically that's what that's doing. Okay, so we have to be cautious when we're doing these things, but of course you have to kind of spend time doing this. And the more you do it, the more you experiment, the more you go crazy about these things, the more you're gonna learn. Okay, so that's basically okay. This is our project, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna be building other projects, you know, and basically just, you know, trying to experiment different things. Now it's actually doing exactly what these other projects are doing, just basically navigating to different pages and, you know, doing crazy things. So this is basically what we're gonna be doing, guys. So enjoy, keep building your stuff, do different things here, put images here, and then go back there, put text, and just go crazy with it. You can explode with it, doesn't really matter, as long as you don't kill yourself. Don't think too much, but think and be creative with these things. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.